Alright, so we're back. Sorry about that. So, I know you guys are thinking, well, I see it next to the summit, but you really want to see what kind of a comparison that we're going to get. So, I figured, just for looks, line up these front body posts. Sorry, kind of hard to do one-handed. Alright, so there's the summit body. And you can tell that there's a decent amount of stretch that's left over. So what I was thinking of doing is I think it's last right on there. It's going to end up being about a 1/5, 1/6 scale RC car, so I'm going to have to go with something like the X-Max body here. And it's not 100% yet, but you can tell the length here that I'm dealing with the new Summit. So it's going to be pretty impressive. I just got to figure out a way to mount the body, and I'm not going to go with this stock one here. I just want something for size. So the wheel spacing, is 20 inches hex to hex, and I think that we are, is it 26 inches, something like that, from bumper to bumper. Grab onto that bumper there. My rear bumper fell off, so yeah, 26 inches. Bumper. So that's pretty legit. I figured I'd give you guys a couple more updates as we're going. But as far as the rear chassis support, I'll show you what I ended up doing here. Now I've got two transmissions that I'm going to have to be able to service. So I ended up taking a couple of pieces of angle aluminum here and molded on my own little 90s here, and then did some really cheap Harbor Freight aluminum weld. But this is going to be a solid piece eventually once I get all of the prototyping done. So you can see that it's got its quad steering setup. The really nice thing about this transmission skid plate that I've built here is just by removing this front skid, that it's an Atomic RC skid plate, you just remove this piece, and I've got a couple of mounting bolts that sandwich all of this together and give it quite a bit of rigidity in the middle. I've actually been able to stand on this and there's no flex. So after removing this part and the screws that correspond, this piece would just slide forward and lift up and out, exposing both of your transmissions. I have a center drive shaft linking the two together right now because I'm running single motor. But once I get the quad motor set up, I'm going to remove the center drive shaft. That way, through my remote, I'll be able to select which motor I want to utilize or which transmission, giving me some type of a dig feature. Alright, so I figured I'd put the battery on here. This is just a tester. Traxxas 4-channel, 6-channel, whatever the hell that thing is. And this thing will be selectable anywhere from 3 to 8S. You can see my 4-wheel steering. It actually it works pretty damn well for having these jumbo Kongs, or what are they? Swamp Kongs. These guys are 8.5 inches and what are they? 4.5 inches wide. Jeez, 5 inches wide. And 8 inches tall, so about the same size as an X-Max tire, just a little bit wider. So it does have its functioning 2-speed transmission. Jiggling down there. And I had to custom make all of these mounts for my linkage, but they seem to be working out. I know it's a little bit ugly, but I'm going to go with something a little bit more temporary. I mean, sorry, a little bit more permanent. So I also have my front and rear locker installed here. That guy's still just a Traxxas micro server. It's sub-servo, I think is what they're called. And you can see how weak that guy is. And mind you, I run all of my servos on 8 volts, regardless of what they're supposed to do or what they're rated for. Because I want my equipment to do exactly what I want. And I would much rather my electronics fail giving me what I want than just accepting something that doesn't perform the way I want it to. So, yeah, this is my 1/5 scale Summit. Let me know what you guys think of it, and leave a comment if you'd like. I'll reply to all of them. But, yeah, do all of that stuff. Also, let me know if you want to see a video of the Summit running. It does pretty good. All right, guys, have a great day.